Howard Henry makes his way through a tunnel of fall foliage at Hamburg's Lakeside Cemetery. But he's not here to visit a loved one. He's here to visit a baseball legend, forgotten for 51 years.
So this is it, located 100 feet directly behind this plaque.
That is where Grant Home Run Johnson is laid to rest.
And I could send
A search on Babe Ruth turned out to be a home run for Henry.
1920, he played with a team called the Polish Nationals, and they played against Mr. Johnson's African-American team, the Pittsburgh Colored Stars.
Henry quickly realized Johnson was a big deal.
In my estimation, belongs in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Johnson's stats are as follows. The Ohio native started his career as a shortstop with the integrated semi-pro team Findlay Sluggers. It's also where he got his nickname Home Run. It's because he hit 60 home runs in 112 games. In 1895, baseball was segregated, so Johnson moved to Michigan and helped form the Page Fence Giants. Over the years, he then made his way to NYC, Philadelphia, even Cuba, picking up championships and breaking records along the way. In 1915, Johnson moved to Buffalo, and he actually helped form the Pittsburgh Colored Stars of Buffalo. In 1917, Henry says Johnson made history playing the first integrated game here, and he also picked up another nickname, Dad, as he helped young players reach their full potential. At 61, Johnson was still making his way around the bases. Now, Henry says, like himself, Johnson was a baritone. He actually helped form the Buffalo Choral Society. Both have birthdays in September, too. But their similarities is not what captivated and implored Henry to learn more over the past 2 decades. It was their differences.
Let's get some recognition. Let's overcome a mistake that was made in baseball.
In society,
I'd like to go out and check the grave site.
Johnson spent his remaining years at the Erie County Home for the Blind. When he died, Henry says a funeral was held, but since Johnson died a pauper, there was no coffin and there was no headstone. Then in 2014, after raising $1,500, Henry saw to it a plaque and this grave marker were placed to honor the African-American baseball great.
Persevered in a way. You know, he functioned as best he could, perhaps, in the limitations that were placed upon him. So that's a good lesson.
Persevering is just one lesson Henry hopes Johnson's story can teach young baseball fans. And this.
Value everybody. I didn't get that from Mr. Johnson. I got that from my dad.